Happy Saturday. Good morning, Tony. 2 minutes late. I was listening to Brian LCS finish up his morning show and not trying to step on anybody's morning toes. But good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. This is Saturday Morning Comics with John's Comics with Friends, formerly kids, formerly my kids' show that I used to do with my girls in the morning, and now is kind of me running through what I'm reading, what I'm watching, what I'm thinking, what's going on in the realm of comic newsdom. So thank you everybody for hanging out and joining this morning. Some early tailgaters, my friends Travis and my man Tony here early. Magic Lasso here early. I really need to repost that video, Lasso, that he sent me a video of Linda Carter from the Wonder Woman TV series fighting these two women, and it reminded me of the scene in Spaceballs when it's so clearly a group of male stunt doubles standing in for the actors, because the male stunt doubles for the two women she was fighting were so clearly not the same people. Even the wigs were like different colors than the actress's hair. It was a bold video to send me at that time of day. I'm just gonna say. I am a diva. Yes, diva life. That's what I'm living. I was not listening to Tanya Tucker. No, I'm not going to do that. Nate from Hall Yeah is in the chat. What's going on, Nate? He says listening while sorting comic books. Brother, that sounds like my life. I was listening to a lot of YouTube the last few days, just kind of messing with my collection. So that's a good way to be. That is a good way to be. They did that a few times in the Naked Gun movies. Okay. Happy to hear that. Big Daddy, what is going on? John, one of these days, I'm going to have to time a trip to visit Tony that coincides with one of your, I guess they're bourbon tastings, or are they more whiskey tasting? It's not scotch, right? I can't remember. But you do your sort of garage comic book hangout. I got to time a trip just right to make sure that I can take full advantage. What's going on? Dan's Comic Corner. What's going on, Dan? Let's see what else we got going here. JP, good morning. See, he didn't get a chance to call me late because I still beat him into the chat. So he didn't get a chance to do that. But good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Today is the end of June. Yeah, whatever month we're in. God, it feels like January 2026 took a whole lot longer than 1 month. But we're here. And it's the end of the month, which means I'm doing my channel member giveaway. And for those that don't know, these are some of the books the channel members will be winning today. The Clayton Crane Rainbow Signature on this awesome cover with the COA information on the back. A Great Storm Nakayama variant. We got an all-new Wolverine by Tom Taylor, issue number 1. Gotta love it. And a Ms. Marvel number 1. So I'm throwing all of these in a box for a channel member today. And we will announce the next prizes. They're sitting right here. That's right, prizes. I'm gonna announce 2 prizes for channel members next month. So those that are channel members in the month of February have a shot to win 2 different prizes. So they won't be able to win both. You win one, then you'll be eliminated from the other one. That's how that kind of works. But 2 prizes means double the opportunity, right? We got Perry Comics in the chat. My my World of Warcraft homie. Good morning, Perry. I got my Batman color changing mug here. Let's see what side do you guys get. You see the laughing Joker gas. The other side, if I held it the other way, if you haven't seen this one before, it's got the bat signal. So when you put a hot beverage in, you can kind of see the level. But I am, after an awkward sleep last night, I'm drinking my coffee, trying to get myself back to the normal place. But yeah, I'll spin the wheels here this morning, make sure people get a chance to win. What's going on, Bobby? Good to see you, my friend. Happy Saturday, buddy. So yeah, let's do the first prize. Just as a reminder, these are the people that I've got on the wheel. If I go all the way to the top here, dun dun dun. The wheel I'm going to be spinning first this morning is my New Mutants. So for every 5 New Mutants, and I have 12 of them, I will spin the wheel and throw a name onto the big wheel. So I've got 3 names coming off this time. So 3 people will be joining the big wheel. So let me share that screen and spin our first wheel this morning. Yes, this one right here. Share it. So there are the 12 names. I'll scroll down a little bit so you can kind of see all the names. We got M-Dub, Cap, Stu, Perry, Conlon, Drew, Fable, Dio Wolf, Cliff, Mr. Gretzky, Chaos and Comics, and we added Heroes for Hire and Kingdom of Nerds. So Bruce and Matt are now on this wheel. I will shuffle it. Make sure. Let's see. How does this look on the StreamYard? Can you guys see it? Okay. Yeah, you guys can see that. Okay. I will shuffle it 3 times because I'm picking 3 names. So let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna pick 3 names off of here. So we're gonna spin it 3 different times. Pull 3 different names. God damn it, Perry. Avoided. Oh my goodness, Perry. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna hide Perry's name. But we will add him to the other wheel. I'm going to do it right now. He's been on the big wheel many times. Perry's got very good luck getting on the big wheel, but he hasn't had luck winning the big prize. We'll see if he's able to do it this week. So I'm going to shuffle it 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. And our second name. Oh, I thought I clicked it. There we go. I didn't want to spin. This person, the second person, is Maddie. Heroes for Hire. Congrats to you, Matt. Add Heroes for Hire. And we're going to do it one more time. I'm going to hide Matt. I'm going to shuffle 1, 2, 3, and we're going to throw it up to one more person. He does not want to spin. There we go. Last person is Stu, Dr. Doom's fan club. There it is. Nicely done, sir. I will hide him. I will stop sharing this wheel back on the big screen, and I will add Stu to the big wheel. So congrats to Stu, my man. Dr. Doom's fan club. If you haven't checked out his channel, you should definitely do that. But now I've got the big wheel all set, and I will spin that towards the end of the show tonight. Though I accidentally hit the spin, but I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to refresh. Let's see. I get rid of the little wheel that we did earlier. All right. Fix some things, get some things sorted. So let's take a look here. Who else jumped into the chat this morning? Let's see. Who did I miss? I think John Big Daddy said, you come and we'll have one. So I like that answer. He's building it around me because, of course, at some point I'm going to get out that way, and I got to take full advantage. Let's see. Maddie, Heroes for Hire, in the chat on the big wheel, has a shot at winning the Clayton Crane signed book. So good luck to you, sir. We got Eric 9-Panel Grid. What is going on? One of the best reviewers in our YouTube sphere. Great indie comic reviews. Of course, he's always jumping in with those guys, Stu, and he's over there with Nick Comic Culture. He's over there sometimes with Robbie Pop Culture Philosophers. That whole group really just some really astute readers. And that's something that is rare these days. I love having. You're booing Perry. A lot of booing for Perry. I don't know. He's got the good luck. Hide his name on the big wheel too. We don't play that way. Rigged. This guy came out the big winner over there on the what's that? Oh my goodness, the Council of Comics. There it is. I was like, Cliff's. No, it's not Cliff's. Council of Comics. Taylor Winter no longer can say rigged because he just he's winning everything. This guy's unstoppable. Perry says they hate us because they ain't us. There it is. All right. So this morning, I'm going to go through some movies that I've been watching that I haven't had a chance to talk about, including movies like New Mutants. And I finally got around to seeing John Wick 3. I know I'm like 2 more John Wicks behind. It's getting to be like Fast and the Furious. I can't keep up with all the movies they're making. But there were several movies I watched for the first time this last week, and I want to get in on those. Some shows that came back that I'm excited are back. I got a huge little stack of I don't know what that means. I got a huge stack of things that came in the mail or that I purchased at my shop this week that I want to share. And the things I'm reading. I got stuff that I'm reading. So a little bit of everything to share for right now. Oh, I can say rigged if it's rigged for me. You do you, buddy. You do you. First up, I want to share some things that came from the Council of Comics. I don't remember if I shared these on the channel, but I did get my golden tickets. These are really fun stickers that I got because I answered some trivia correctly on their Sunday movie show. They're going to be talking about Logan Lucky this Sunday. They're doing a heist series of discussions. So if you haven't seen Logan Lucky by Steven Soderbergh with Daniel Craig, very good movie. A very funny, odd, quirky heist movie. They're going to be discussing it. So if you watch it and you answer trivia correct, you might win some golden tickets as well. But I also got, yes, and they included some Council of Comics, upside down stickers. So I got some of those and a nice little note. So I got all of that. But I also got a very special gift from Sarah, the silver-haired Bronze Age babe. And Sarah sent me firstly, a little postcard, a little Superman postcard. Very sweet of her to do that. And this was after we hung out on Magic Lasso's channel, and she sent me what I think is a card in a plastic, protected, like graded container here. So I had not had a chance to even open it. I just wanted to wait until today. So it is. Oh yeah, it's a Nick Cardy Teen Titans cover. I have this issue. They're like climbing out of a storybook on it. So it's gonna be hard to get that in focus. But yeah, that's a Nick Cardy Teen Titans cover. So it says 1970 comic book cover stickers. That is cool. So you can peel it, but then this one obviously is graded, so it's in its own little container. But I love a good Nick Cardy cover, and I have this one. That's an awesome one. That is so cool. Thank you, Sarah. Very kind of you to do that. I was not expecting that, and Magic Lasso, I have a feeling, may have given my address out. So I appreciate Magic Lasso for being a contributor in this AOK, this sneaky little AOK. Let's see here. Tread lightly on the shows you're watching. If I hear something I don't like, I'm leaving rather than going live to talk about it with you. That's fair. That's fair. Actually, I have not watched Wonder Man. I've got a lot of people asking me about Wonder Man, and I haven't watched it. I feel like I'm like 3 shows behind for Marvel because I haven't watched the 2nd season of Loki, which everyone tells me is really important, and I need to watch it. I haven't watched Agatha, the Agatha Harkness show. Haven't watched that. I feel like I'm several shows behind, and I need to catch up. I just haven't had the time, and the girls, my daughters, have lost a lot of interest in the TV side of Marvel. They're happily watch the movies, but the TV side they're kind of just over, which is a shame because they loved the Loki season 1. So I was kind of hoping they would be hyped to see season 2 with me, but leaving dad behind, I guess. Circumstances says, I like the stream, even though you won't play WoW Classic with us. That's very big of you, sir. Very, very big of you, Marcus. We got another Matt in the chat. What's going on, Matt H? How's it going, buddy? Happy Saturday. Hope things are going well for you, sir. There's a Timothy in the chat. Who's Timothy? Where is it, Timothy? I see you say Timothy. I don't know what you're talking about. Wonder Man is great. I hear great things about it for sure. DM me my PayPal so you can have John's address too. I need a giant size X. I get it. Brian LCS, yes, like I said, I was in his chat this morning. He just finished being live this morning. You should subscribe, hit the notification bell because he goes live an hour usually or so before I go live, so you can have your Saturday morning, all your Saturday morning comic chat will be set and covered. John is going to love Wonder Man guaranteed. Well, there you go. Wonder Man is wonderful. Ooh. Wow, that sentence didn't make sense. I mean, it's all right. I get you. Artsy fartsy types love it. There's a lot of judgment there. Just finished Wonder Man. It was good. Okay, it was good. Marcus won't stop talking about Wonder Man. He gets that way. Ooh, JSS is in the chat. What's going on, JSS? I was chatting with him a little bit in Brian's chat this morning. Perry Comics. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Also, nobody knows. Nobody knows any of it. Getting ready to watch episode 4. The big thing I was watching is, obviously the return of Shrinking. I'm a big fan of Shrinking, and I think it's been a show that I'm obviously a big fan of Harrison Ford. Like as a kid, Harrison Ford was like it. He was the biggest actor in the world to me at the time, and I think it is a wonderful opportunity to be able to see him perform in a role that's not just about action, because he made his fame as an action star, Air Force One and Indiana Jones and Star Wars, all these things. But I think he also had the acting chops, And there were not enough opportunities when he was younger to get to do that, because I think he got typecast and he was great at it and he wanted to cash in while he could, and he had a great run. And his comedic chops were kind of pushed to the background, right? He didn't get a lot of opportunities to do comedy until he's gotten a little bit older. Movies like Morning Glory, that he's done more recently, are giving him that chance. And now Shrinking really does a great job of giving him that chance. And on top of that, he carries some huge emotional weight. The Thanksgiving episode, which was the season 2, I think, finale, because this is season 3, if I'm not mistaken, was so good. I'm surprised he didn't get an Emmy for it. It was that good. And if they continue that trend, hopefully he gets his Emmy for season 3, because he's just that good. It's just that amazing. So huge fan. Glad that it came back. The first episode was wonderful. It starts off great, and it brings in Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox plays a Parkinson's patient at the same clinic where Harrison Ford's doctor is getting his Parkinson's treatment. And I don't want to spoil kind of how they're using him so far, but Michael J. Fox has got close ties to the creator of Shrinking. He's also the creator, one of the creators of Ted Lasso, Scrubs, which had Michael J. Fox on it, and Spin City, which was a Michael J. Fox show. So I know Michael J. Fox and Bill Lawrence are close. And Bill Lawrence, I think, has written this role for Michael. And it is obviously always wonderful to see Michael J. Fox. It's hard to see him going through what he's going through, but he's still, I mean, my God, he still has the timing. His comedic timing is so strong. It's been wonderful to kind of see it. So it looks like TM is a big fan. Taylor Winder says it makes him feel things he doesn't like. I get that. Bobby says he had acting chops when he was younger, but he had them removed. Yeah, it's a tough surgery. I get that. I don't want to hear about how cold it is, because Shrinking is is your own problem. Apple TV has so many great shows. This is a fact right here. See, E gets it. We got my man Sleepy Reader. What is going on, Sad Vision? Happy Saturday morning to you, Damien. Let's see here. It happens to him all year round. Oh, okay. Haven't started season 3 yet. Was waiting till there are at least a few out. Yeah, they do one a week. So we watched the Wednesday one because it was my wife's birthday on Wednesday, and she saw that they dropped the season premiere on Wednesday. So she was like, we're watching that episode. But yeah, we'll probably follow JP's pattern here. We'll take a couple weeks off, and then watch a couple, and that kind of a thing. So it is absolutely worth your time. If you are even a halfway interested Ted Lasso fan, Shrinking will give you all the same comedic feels, emotional feels, roller coasters. And the cast is incredible. And it's not surprising. Again, Bill Lawrence produced both. And Brett Goldstein, the actor from Ted Lasso and the writer from Ted Lasso, is an actor and a writer on this as well. So he's doing both shows simultaneously. So lots to enjoy there. Scott is in the chat. What's going on, Scott? Happy Saturday to you, my friend. I hope things are going well. I hope Flower's doing well, relaxing, having her Saturday morning coffee. So I hope things are going smoothly there. So yeah, that's the big thing that we were excited about. The other thing I've been watching is on HBO, and it's been out for a little while, but I'm finally catching up to it. And it's called I'll Be Gone in the Dark. And I always mess up the name because the title is so long. I'll Be Gone in the Dark is a murder podcast documentary. If you're a true crime fan, if you love true crime books, documentaries, whatever, you're going to love this. Patton Oswalt is a comedian, actor. You may have heard his voice in like Ratatouille. He's the main, he does Remy the rat, the main character in Ratatouille. But he's a very funny gentleman, and he's in a lot of different things. And his wife, Melissa, basically was trying to solve a very complicated series of crimes spanning many decades and many cities throughout California. It was powerful. It sounds like Matt saw it as well. It was powerful, and she got so into it that she basically, it started as a series of articles, and then it became a book, and now it's this documentary. and she basically felt like because of the crimes being spread out so far, San Francisco to basically me, which is like a 9-hour drive distance. So a huge area was covered with these crimes. There was a lot of miscommunication and a lot of dots that weren't connected. And so she and her researchers think they may have solved it. It's kind of the journey of this, process. And there's a novel, and then there's the show. It is powerful. It is incredible. I highly recommend it. If you haven't heard of I'll Be Gone in the Dark, if you like that kind of thing, I get it. It's not for everybody. I'm a true crime kind of guy, so I enjoy that. Those procedural kind of things, the way in which a sort of sharp mind can deduce things about evidence and connect dots that maybe people might overlook. So really powerful, really good. We are almost done. So it is getting to some sort of the meat of the story, and it's powerful. It's really a powerful documentary. So if you haven't seen it, there is something else to check out. Those have been the TV shows that I've been watching. Let's talk about what I've been reading. A little bit of reading time. I don't see Bearded Comic Bro in the chat, but we are working. He's got a group that's going to review Far Sector, and I got the deluxe edition just because of that conversation. It's a awesome way to get all 12 issues of this Green Lantern murder mystery series. So if you haven't heard of Far Sector, if you like science fiction, or if you're a Green Lantern fan, you cannot miss this. So his Discord book club is reviewing Far Sector next. So I've got this, and I've been working my way through that. Also, Mr. Daryl from Read Your Comics and Justin from No Good Comics, we are working together on this omnibus for Black Panther by Christopher Priest. We're doing, I think, the first half, if I'm not mistaken. So this has, no, a little less than half. We're doing the first 12 issues of the Black Panther by Christopher Priest. So I'm working on that. And I was reading Poison Ivy, and you can catch that show over on the JP Budget Collecting channel. We were on his channel on Thursday night, I believe. And that was a fun chat with Kavi, Comic Books NYC, and as part of their Gotham City Chronicles. And also with JP, I'm working on the new Teen Titans by Wolfman and Perez. I'm going very slowly, JP, but I am getting there. But I'm taking my time because it's been a long time since I've read these, and I really want to absorb it and not rush it. The characters are so much fun. The stories are such a good journey. So I'm enjoying going back to the world of Wolfman and Perez and their Teen Titans. It's been a lot of fun. And basically these 3 trades or collected editions are one omnibus. So the review will be over one omni, but it's 3 volumes for me, because I have most of them in this collected version. So I've got to read 3 of these. That's my big reading assignment. I've been working on those a ton. So that's what I've been reading. But let me know what you guys have been reading. I used a Wonder Woman thumbnail, but I still haven't read my new issue for Wonder Woman. But I got to get back to it. I got to get back to reading these. Yeah, you're going to love it, Scott. When you get around to it, Jamal Campbell is such a talented artist. And I know you appreciate art in a big way that maybe the rest of us can't. But Jamal Campbell is an artist, really, really strong. And then I come at it from the N.K. Jemisin sci-fi level. Far Sector has this wonderful sci-fi murder mystery kind of aspect that I really think is powerful. Really, really great. Not enough shows on the list. I'm trying to do a lot of reading, Travis. They do some of that too. Need to pick up the trades for Poison Ivy. My hope is that they get far enough in where they can do at least 2 omnis. So then they can start planning out those releases. I know TM's a big Titans fan, so I knew that would cheer him up or pump him up. Matt says, John, have you read or any or all of the classic Sherlock Holmes? It's been years for me now, but I love the old stories. So my youngest, Charlie, loves old books, old comics, Archie from the Silver Age, DC Silver Age. She loves old books in general. And then mysteries most of all. So you are definitely knocking on her wheelhouse. And we have read a few of them, Hound of Baskervilles and stuff like that. Big fans. And we've even been gifted by a friend of the channel who has passed away. Simon Rodriguez gifted Charlie a Blu-ray set of the original Sherlock Holmes films, the black and white films with Basil Rathbone, which are stupendous. And the Blu-ray edition, the picture quality and the sound quality is so incredible. It's so crystal sharp. It's a wonderful way to. So we've been working our way through the films because the box set has like 9 movies, and I think we've only done a couple of them. But the sets are so gorgeous and the photography is so strong. It's been a great way to revisit those stories. So if you've never seen them, Matt, if you are a movie fan at all, if you've never heard of them, I would highly recommend. What's going on with my hair? I would highly recommend going and seeing if you can find them for a deal. It's a little boxed set of the Arthur Conan Doyle original mystery films. So worth the time. Definitely worth it. Lasso loves the Teen Titans as well. I'm going to have to reread by the time we get done. Well, we've already scheduled the date. So we're going to, hopefully we're going to stick to that 11th. I think the 11th. I've already forgotten. I'm going to have to get my phone out here, JP. Can you show the back covers? Yes, sir, Magic Lasso, I can. So volume 1 has this new Teen Titans cover. And of course, I think I've mentioned it too many times, but they've all got Mr. Wolfman's signature on the inside. Volume 2. There they are. Also signed on the inside. And volume 3. I don't know who is that. Oh, that's Beast Boy as a monkey. I was like, who is that behind Wonder Girl? There you go. So there you go. Of course. Let's see. I want to double check for JP what day we had picked. I thought it was the 11th, but I could be totally wrong. It is the 11th. Okay, so there you go. The 11th, JP and I got it. I've been rereading all my new Teen Titans since getting them back from Brother Jim, holding them hostage. How dare you? Yeah. They're so great. Jamal Campbell will be doing the upcoming Satana series. That's exciting. Good to know. Do you do special wrist or forearm exercises to be able to comfortably read those giant omnis? It ain't easy. The one I'm more impressed with is the single-handed palming of a single comic book issue without bending it. That's the skill you got to grow. That's the skill that takes time. I saw Travis Bueller do that one, and I was like, okay, can I do that? Yeah, I got you. C Bizzle, he is on the wheel for later. What's going on? Couching and slouching, C Biz. Good to see you, man. Ghetto Head Productions. Is this De La Ghetto or somebody new? Good to see you in the chat. Hello, sir. Let's see here. Ed Brubaker. She's not ready for Brubaker yet. I don't think she's ready. Although I do have what is the series he's been doing lately? Reckless. Is that what it is? Reckless. That series of mystery stories, those are great. Yeah, check it out, Matt, if you can. If you can find it, totally worth it. Just started watching Benedict Cumberbatch's. His Sherlock is fantastic for sure. Yes, Marv Wolfman's still alive, still going strong. Absolutely, man. Kicking and strong. Let's see here. Christina Payne is in the chat. What's going on, Christina? Happy Saturday, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Nerdy Geeks is in the chat. Good morning. Happy Saturday. So yeah, that's what I've been reading. That's what I've been enjoying. Lots of good things to enjoy. I think I got all that done. I'm working my way though. I'm also reading for Tuesday night with JP. We're going to be discussing issue 201 of Uncanny X-Men over on the No Good Comics YouTube channel. So I'm of course going to be reading this over the weekend to make sure that I am up to date and ready. Ooh, I'm going to put her right back here. Of course, it's in the omnibus I got back here, but it's also going to come back again here in a little bit. Yes, She-Hulk Smash. She-Hulk Smash. Let's see here. Yes, it's coming up on Tuesday. It's on Tuesday night, so be ready for that, friends. Let's talk about some other things I've ordered. I got in the mail. If you go to Rena K. Brown author, I believe, on Instagram, she's also got a website. You can order her whole series of fantasy novels. This is the final book, When Darkness Returns. She is a community author and a wonderful lady. And I finally got around to ordering the final book in her series. So I got this in the mail just last week. She sent a lovely little note along with it. So kind of her. And because I'd like to think we've been friends for so long, she sent along a couple of things for the girls. So very sweet of her to do that. So Rena, I can actually, let's see if I can find the website. Rena K. Brown. Let me do a search. Yes, there it is. Let's see. I'm going to find where you can order everything from. So make sure it's all set. Yes. Okay. Copy that, and I'm going to paste it into the chat for y'all. So if you are a fan of fantasy novels and you want to support a community author, where's the paste? There it is, paste. Yeah, you can go check out Rena's author page and enjoy her books, because I think she's got a great way with character. I love fantasy novels, so supporting a friend, reading a fun book, it's a great way to check those things out. So huge love to Rena and her mom Sharon and her brother Cade, friends who we've known since this channel was just getting started. Cade has a massively successful YouTube channel. He is crushing it. And so this was just I'm excited to get back into the world that Rena has created. Terry's in the chat. What's going on, Terry? He says, will you be watching the Green Lantern TV series? Yeah, heck yeah. I saw that little trailer. It was all I needed to get hyped for Lanterns when that drops. So I will absolutely be checking that out, buddy. You can guarantee. Good timing to mention, because I was tagged by Sector 2815, who was tagged by Cliff, to share my 5 favorite Green Lantern covers from my collection. So I'm going to be doing that. You can guarantee this weekend I'll be shooting that video and dropping that. So you channel members will have early access, but it'll be coming to the channel here very soon. So be ready for that. But let's get into what arrived in the mail. What arrived and what I purchased this week. I'm going to start. I got some slab messing happening. My LCS had some 50% off books, and I snagged some goodies. I got Chainsaw Man, the manga. I got volumes 3 and 4. I believe I've already got 1 and 2. So all of that can be reading ahead of me. I just haven't gotten around to it, but I thought I saw them for half off, and I was like, yes, please sign me up. Clear Eyes, Green Lanterns, Light, full rings. There it is. Yeah, I get it. That's funny. Tom King is actually a shadow writer on Lanterns. Okay, good to know. Oh, he likes the Chainsaw Man. Good to know. And I also saw that they had, for 50% off, they had the Immortal Thor, which I heard very good things from Al Ewing. So I'm going to check the first volume out, and then I'll probably have that in my giveaways at some point as an option somebody could win. And they also had the Incredible Hulk Marvel Masterworks sealed. And I was like, well, let's help my LCS. Let's grab that for 50% off. So yeah, some fun goodies. I don't know that I have a spot for these. I'll do that right like this. So those were the 50% off stuff. And then my pull list included Exquisite Corpses, the poly bag, which has been such a great series. The picture I used for my thumbnail is this David Aja cover for Wonder Woman, the new issue. And I also got the Nakayama cover. So this one is by Stephanie Williams, right? So this is a 2-issue interim story. So there you go. And then, of course, I got Die Loaded, issue number 3, the 2 covers for that. So gorgeous. Excited to keep reading that series. One of my favorites from last year. Ooh-wee. So that was my haul, except for one other item. Let's see what's going on here. Mouse Man have ears. Mouse Man is no more. Thank goodness. The Mouse Man thing is done. I've read the one-shots for Chainsaw Man the guy has written, but not actual Chainsaw Man. Okay, well, there you go. We can trade off. You need to check out Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, I don't know that. I'm just dabbling in manga. Sheena from Melanin and Manga, she's been trying to get me into some manga, and they're on my shelf, but I sort of just grab one at a time and read a little bit. So I'm obviously forgetting the one that I started with. I got to try to remember what that one was, because she sent me 2 volumes, and I read the first volume of. Oh, it's Dun da da, dan da dan. It looks like dan da dan. It's dun da da. I've read volume 1 of that. It was very funny, very entertaining, a little spicy. Very much enjoyed that. And I have volume 2 waiting. Rod the Rican with his wrench in the chat. Rod, I don't know if you're dropping your link yet. I know that that Rod is working on getting a new computer. But if you want to drop that link in the chat, Rod, I'm happy to promote it. But if you're not ready yet, if you're like, no, I'm still tinkering with some stuff, that's fine. But if you do want to drop that link in the chat at some point, you let me know. We'll highlight it, we'll share it up, and we'll get it out. Because definitely want to make sure you've got a good computer for what you're trying to do with your channel. Because his channels, if you guys don't know, I think Rod officially passed me again. Rod and I are like, we call each other the slow turtles. Like we chase each other. I started before him, and then he blew past me, and then I caught up with him, and now he's blowing past me again. We're chasing each other down the YouTube subscriber chat links, right? But he's been blowing up, man. I think he's officially just recently passed me. And he's got big plans for his channel, big things that are coming up. So if you want to drop that link, Rod, you let me know. Or if not, we can wait. We'll do it another time. Totally understand. There we go. The slow turtles. That's me. Slow turtle. Moving right along. Just slow and steady, man. The last thing I bought is the oversized or double-sized, the whole story of Human Target. I'm going to open it right now. I got my Reggie Collects blade, as I say. I bought this on a whim. This was I don't know, retail therapy for me this last week. I was planning on not purchasing this. My brain was, oh, I don't need this. I've got a bunch of the issues. I've got the tiny hardcovers. Why would I spend money buying this? And I saw the price was only $50, and my LCS had my discount on top of that. And I thought, you know what? Let's just go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So here it is, the lovely hardcover edition. I love the pastel coloring that they've got going on here, the pink and the blue. This book is so gorgeous. If you've never read it, it has this wonderful Greg Smallwood artwork. It's just so gorgeous. Just really absolutely phenomenal series. I'm excited to reread it at some point. It's got murder mystery, noir, action, drama, characters that if you're a fan of Justice League International or Justice Society, you might know from some of those stories. I was not very familiar. I knew some of them, but not all of them. Some of them were very new to me. So I was, learning a little bit about some of these characters as I read it. So just another great Tom King story. But really for me, this is a Greg Smallwood masterpiece, because he is, I don't know why Greg Smallwood isn't just writing or drawing something every month. I feel like his stuff is so good. I don't know. He just should be doing everything. I read the Moon Knight volume that he did with, sorry, that was really loud, with Lemire, and it was so wonderful. He's just a top tier artist all around. So this is a great thing to bring up, JP, because I am going to give away my 2 hardcovers. I mentioned at the top of the show that I will have 2 channel member giveaways next month. I'm giving away my 2 hardcover set of that story. They are in great condition. I read each one of them one time. They've been pulled off of the shelf a couple of times by me, so they might have some scuffing on the dust jacket, but they're in gorgeous condition, and you can enjoy the entirety of Human Target. If you are a channel member, you have a shot to win this prize. I'll probably throw in, it's big enough that I might be able to throw a fun variant in with that. That'll be one of my prizes for next month's giveaway. I said 2. Yes, I'm going to have 2 prizes for channel members because I'm just crazy, I guess. I want to give away this book, Angela. This is, I'm sure TM is happy that I'm giving away Tom King DC, and I'm also giving away Image comic iconic issue. This one from Spawn, of course. But the first appearance of Angela is going to be another giveaway I'll do. I'll throw in a bunch of fun variants to go along with this. So I've got 2 prizes for channel members for February. As long as you're a channel member next month, at some point in the month, you will be on the wheel to win. So I got 2 fun giveaways going on. I don't know what this book is worth. This book might be worth a lot, and I just don't know. And I could be an idiot. It wouldn't be the first time. So some exciting giveaways going on for those channel members. So be ready for that. He was great on him. I mean, look, Greg Smallwood is always great, but he suited that story so nicely, the noir, pulpy kind of style of it. So pristine. So yeah, those are the giveaways that I've got going for February for the channel members. Last thing that I purchased, my last bit of retail therapy for this last week, I got another Strange Academy 1 variant. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm trying to get all the issue number 1s in 9.8. I've got one of them in a 9.6, but it's a yellow label sign, so I'll take it. This is the J. Scott Campbell variant without the trade dress. So yay! Added another one to my Strange Academy list. Hopefully this year I can add 2 or 3 more, working my way through getting all of the fun covers. So I'll have to get the trade dress version of this. I got to get the 2 Peach Momoko magic covers. I got to get those. There's an Art Adams character cover that I need to get as well. There's a fun kind of sepia toned cover that I'm working on. So I think there's 4 that I'm really focusing on for the rest of the year, but I'm watching the prices, right? I want them to be, I'm not paying $300 for any of these things. No way. So I'm trying to snag these things when the prices are just right, and they'll take a deal on the covers that I want. So there you go. I got that one. And as mentioned before, Bobby's going to be pumped on this. I got this. I got a 9.8 of this issue. This is one of the first X-Men issues I remember reading. I don't know what order. I probably read them out of order at this point, but man, this issue hooked me in a big, big way. What a phenomenal comic. So I'm very hyped to be reading this. I did not remember that Will Sportasio worked on the cover for this. Somehow that just went over my head, but his name is included on the slab here. So yay. Boom. This was another bit of retail therapy. My insurance didn't cover retail therapy. You got to work on your insurance there, Bobby. You got to make some changes. I have lots of problems. Is that the same Smallwood that was on? Yes. So he did that Moon Knight Jeff Lemire run. Gorgeous artwork on that. Although I know they had other artists doing certain portions of those books to highlight the sort of schisms inside of like the Moon Knight character. But yeah, same guy. Great artist. And I knew very little about the Human Target universe. I had actually watched the television series, which was a good show, but I had never read the character in the comics. And then this series came around and I missed it. And then somebody did a video showing the interior artwork, and I lost my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. So then I went out and got these. I think at that point they only had one of the hardcovers available. I got that and waited, and then the second volume came out, read that. It was so good that I couldn't say no. I just could not say no. I hope 22 doesn't win them. He doesn't appreciate. I don't think he's on my list. He would have to join and become a channel member to accomplish that. So we will see if he pulls that trigger. You can't reprint. That's what I had heard, that this is a book that cannot be reprinted. There are so many copyright issues regarding this character and this comic. So, therefore, I guess somewhat limited in supply, perhaps. I don't know if that's artificial or whatever. Craig, he's not here. That's too bad. I was looking for him. In need of a Campbell. Yes, I need the Campbell, J. Scott Campbell trade dress, Strange Academy 1. Now that I've got the blank or the trade dress free, I'll have to get the other one as well. Mira's birthday? Why not Mira? I didn't know it was Mira's birthday. I would not know these things. I don't keep track of superhero birthdays. Maybe that's a flaw. Maybe that's something I need to work on for me. I don't know. Maybe I need to think that through. Last, I want to talk about a couple of movies that I watched. I didn't load any images for these, but I can make a little banner, I suppose. Let's see here. Let's do this one. Can I spell though? Let's see here. I'm going to save that one. I watched John Wick 3. I finally got around to watching John Wick 3. I'm slow. There's already a John Wick 4, and then they've got the Ana de Armas ballerina film. So I'm definitely way behind, but I'm just glad I got around to it. I took a mental health day from work on Friday, and I was like, you know what? I want to see Keanu Reeves kill people. That's what I'm going to do with part of my day off. I'm gonna lay on the couch and watch Keanu uh, headshot people and throw daggers at people. And I got what I wanted out of it. And Kate even got home early and snuggled on the couch with me and watched him, get some people. Um, what are my thoughts? I do feel like the series is suffering from the law of diminishing returns. The first film is fantastic, near perfect. The second movie, a little bit less. The third movie, a little bit less. You're getting this kind of downward spiral, in my opinion, because the emotional stakes haven't been elevated at all. The emotional stakes in that first film are so high that by the time you get to the third film, there's not much of a place for them. So I think it struggles a little bit from the emotional element, and that's a bit of a drag. Um, so I'm hopeful that the fourth film, fixes that curve a little bit, but I don't know. It feels a little like Die Hard the same way, right? Where in some ways Die Hard steadily declined in emotional stakes and never really got back to where that first film was. And it's been a little bit of that with John Wick 3, which is a shame. It's kind of a drag. I don't know what you do about that. But do I dislike them? No, I'm getting what I want out of it. I wanted to see Keanu Reeves. He's what, 60 now? Is Keanu Reeves 60? I feel like he's got to be in his 60s. And he's doing these crazy stunts. He's throwing, flipping, he's jumping, he's fighting. There's definitely times when it's his stunt double, but there's other times when he's legit doing this stuff, and he's a boss, man. I'm like, that is awesome. Go, boy. Um, I don't know what the budget for hair dye is, because there's no way his beard has no gray. There's no way, and there's no way he doesn't have any gray in his hair. My man is definitely spending money on the beard and hair dye, and I respect it. I don't play that game, but I respect it. But I know the budget's got to be high on that on that stuff. TM says I haven't made it past the first John Wick movie. That's honestly, it's a peak. It's kind of like Taken with Liam Neeson. Like the first Taken movie is amazing, but I don't know that you're going to get beyond that, above that, right? What's going on, Ruby? Ruben G is in the chat. What's going on, Ruben? I'm actually shooting a video this weekend highlighting how far I've gotten with the Ruben Guzman collection. He gifted me and doubled my collection by giving me 20, I think it was 25 or 26 short boxes. And I want to do an update because it's been almost exactly a year since I created the video about getting that set of books in my collection. And I want to get into it. I want to go through it. So that is coming up. Be ready for that. I hope you're doing well, Ruben. I feel like at this point, the puppy has been avenged. How dare you suggest that? How dare you? Let's see what's going on here. He is 61. All right. So yeah, see, he's in his 60s. It's good that he's doing this. I get, it's inspiring, Curious on your thoughts on 4. I think it's formally incredible. Formally. Okay. Some amazing set pieces. I mean, that's the other thing. I think they really do a good job of making the action original and intense. The stunt sequences are incredible. The fight sequences, he was on a horse, he's on a motorcycle, he's fighting, they're breaking glass and all this. It's great. He's fighting, throwing daggers and stuff. I know that they do a lot of special effects so that he can throw nothing and the gun doesn't actually fire, and they can add the muzzle flare and all the stuff. But it looks so cool, man. It is some really cool stuff. Keanu would use stunt doubles against the Skrill. Get out of here. 60 is the new 55. What is 48? What is 48 supposed to be? He is a role model. I love that guy. He's an incredible role model. Buenos dias. The Wick films are like an endless video game, which makes it hard for me to enjoy them. The first film doesn't feel that way. I feel like the first film avoids the trap, but I get it. Tom Cruise isn't that great. He won't reply to emails about our UFC fight. Okay. He'll get back to you eventually, I'm sure, when he has the time. It's got to be time. Me no type good. So I want to see the fourth film. I own the first three. I got deals on the second and third one at a um, what are they called? They're called On Books or Book On or something like Book Off. It's a chain out in my area that has like um, secondhand things, and you can buy DVDs and Blu-rays with the digital codes still intact and all that stuff. So I bought the second and third John Wick films. I'll have to go back at some point and get the fourth one and Ballerina and just keep going. Um, 48 is the new 49. Well, good, because I got 5 more months and then I'll be 49. I don't know what 49 is. Tell me what 49 is. So I enjoyed it. I don't know. I don't know that I would run back and watch it again like I would. I've watched the first one a bunch, and the second one I've watched twice, and this one just the one time. So we'll see. We'll see if I get back around to watching it. But let's get into the thing. I don't think I've talked about watching. I watched this a while back, and I don't think I spoke much about it. But I watched New Mutants, gang. I finally watched the New Mutants film. I know that you're like, John, you're the Storm guy, you're the X-Men guy, you're the mutant guy. How have you not seen the New Mutants film? Because it looked awful, gang. And I had just watched X-Men Apocalypse, and then they had that Dark Phoenix film. They were making some horrible X-Men movies. I was not about to drop back into this universe. I was walking away from this. I was like, you know what, gang? This feels like we have reached Wolverine Origins status. This is getting bad. My entertainment is falling off. So I had given up on I've got 4 X-Men movies. Yeah, 4 X-Men movies that I qualify as loving, right? 1 and 2, I'll forgive the flaws in 1 and 2. I enjoy them. First Class might be better than 1 and 2. And then Days of Future Past, all really great. And then there's a couple of Wolverine films, obviously, The Wolverine and Logan, both great. But the rest of that series, the rest of that franchise, just a mess. Deadpool is its own sort of meta corner, and I can enjoy them even if I don't love the second Deadpool. I can enjoy those movies just fine. But they feel like a meta corner to the X-Men universe. So all in all, I think it's an incredibly iffy series of films where you get high highs and really low lows. And as a result, I hear that they're making New Mutants. I see the cast is a bunch of people that I don't really recognize. And I'm like, this just seems like a cash grab. So I walked away. I did not see this film until late 2025. It sounds like some people have big feelings about it, and I'm excited about that. The first John Wick is plenty, buddy. I get it. First Class is excellent, and it might be my favorite. Brucifer, what is going on? Bruce from the Kingdom of Nerds. Good to see you, my friend. Happy Saturday morning. Melanin and Manga. Sheena, you're going to be happy with me, Sheena. She says, I'm hiding in the bathroom and sending you 100 TikToks, and I saw that you were live. Sheena, I got volumes 3 and 4 of Chainsaw. I'm just telling you. I don't know when I'm going to get to reading them, but there you go. I'm kidding about it being peak cinema. Okay. It's a poopy, stinky franchise. Okay, I get you. It has some high highs, yeah, but also a lot of low lows. I learned this week that the great Greek tragedian Sophocles died at age 90. At any time, at that time, definitely an accomplishment, but right, for sure. He is the Keanu of that day. Yeah, Chainsaw Man. Oh my gosh, right? So I've got the first 4 volumes now of Chainsaw Man. I've just got to start reading it. So I mentioned New Mutants. He is sweating somewhere. Yeah, somewhere Bearded is having an attack. I will say this: it's good. It stands alone. It doesn't need to fit anywhere. This is my feelings to a T. I enjoyed the movie. I was stunned that I actually enjoyed the movie. I liked the characterizations, the way they capture the emotional core of some of those classic New Mutant characters. Having just read the first omnibus with Justin, it was fun to dive into this. And Do I think they nailed it? No way. The budget for that movie, considering, that it's basically a modern special effects heavy superhero movie, the budget must have been like nothing. They probably had no money to make that movie. And it was amazing what they did with the budget and what they did with the cast. It was this is a vastly underrated movie. A movie that got way more, because I remember people calling this movie out like it was, Halle Berry's Catwoman, or like it was the Elektra movie. Like they were giving this movie a ton of grief when it came out. Unjustified in like a big way. Anybody who told you this movie is just straight trash needs to rewatch X-Men Origins Wolverine, because that's trash. That's trash, right? That's garbage. This is not garbage. This feels more like the Wolverine. It's not Logan, right? It's not Logan level, or even Deadpool and Wolverine level, but it is not X-Men Origins Wolverine, right? This is Logan. This is the Wolverine, right? Wolverine goes to Japan and he fights the big samurai, and it has some weird parts. You're like, I don't really like that bit, but it's really cool. And it's got Hugh Jackman, and you're like, it's cool. It's the Wolverine to me. And I think it's been given way too much grief. So if you've, like me, never seen New Mutants, and you've got Disney or Hulu or wherever it's living right now, check it out. If you're even a halfway mutant fan, or you read that omnibus with us last season, I think it's worth checking out. Yes, this is the movie with Anna Taylor-Joy as Magic, and she might be my least favorite performance in the movie. I think she's a little bit too aggressive in her, because she's kind of the antagonist for the first 2/3 of the movie. Excuse me. She is kind of a pill, if you will. She spends a lot of her time just trying to anger the rest of the crew. So everybody views her as the problem, but she does have a nice arc. And towards the end, when she comes around, there's some really cool stuff. It also reminded me a lot of the underrated, underappreciated Legion television series, which I really enjoyed. And I think it had 3 seasons on FX. So I felt like, if anything, the Legion show and the New Mutants movie, they belong together in their own little corner of the MCU or whatever. Really kind of fun. And I enjoyed both of them. They're both trippy psychedelic rides dealing with mutants who have psychic powers that they can't understand. Am I going crazy, or do I have an ability? And the movies are less interested in superhero costumes and the superhero poses and fighting the superhero bad guy, and more interested in the psychological impact of these abilities, which for me, that's my jam. That's where I want to play. So if you watched the Legion show and liked it and wanted a little more, New Mutants is for you. If you watched New Mutants and enjoyed it and wanted more, maybe the Legion show is for you. I think they all connect in a fun way. My wife even walked by, and I was like a third of the way into the movie, and she's like, "What is this?" And she stopped in and watched a big chunk of it and was like, "What are you watching?" I said, "It's the New Mutants show, movie." And she was like, "They made a new," she was like, "I never heard of this." And yes, Anna Taylor-Joy is definitely doing a moose and squirrel accent. It's a little bit, I'm sure they couldn't afford a dialect coach for this movie. Unless Anna was going to pay for it herself, I don't imagine that it was in the budget. So low budget that the Demon Bear was literal allegory. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's definitely not Catwoman bad, right? I heard that comparison a lot. And Bobby, you need to shut your trap. I'm just saying, you shut yourself right up. That movie is not underrated. That movie is rated. It is rated just right. You can love the bootylicious actress Halle Berry all you like. You can love the abtastic Halle Berry. That movie is rated perfectly. That movie is right where it should be rated. Not rated wrong at all. This comment is scandalous, Bobby. Scandalous. So yeah, I'm glad other people see the Legion energy, and I know TM and I have chatted about enjoying the TV show Legion and how great it is. It's one of those shows that I think has a lot of things left unsaid, and you're just trying to kind of keep up with it. It is so over the top and interesting that I think it's a show that sticks with you in a fun way. So definitely worth the time if you can find that. I think that's on Disney as well. So worth checking out. Deeper trash. Yeah. So yeah, all the you can love booty as much as anybody, but I don't know about that cake, buddy. So anyways, yes, New Mutants, I enjoyed it. Visually very stimulating, very unusual aesthetic that was kind of cool. I loved the asylum that they're in, and of course the climax with the demon bear, the function of it in the story. It was, I think, as good a version of the demon bear that you can get outside of the comics, because I think it would be hard to recreate that story without, you know, 3 movies or something like that, right? And they're never gonna do that. So for me, it was definitely, worth it. Certainly less depressing. I definitely feel like I'd rather watch it again more than The Road. I'm not gonna watch The Road again unless I feel like it's the end of the days or something for me. I don't ever need to watch The Road again, but I'll watch the New Mutants movie again, full show. So there you go. Take that. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm going to spin the wheel. We're at 1 hour, and I want to make sure I give away my prize before we do any last minute chats here. Check in on things. Wait, let me get rid of this banner first. Womp womp. There we go. I'm going to share the wheel. So let's share this wheel. No, this one. There we go. Share that with you all. So hopefully you can see the names fairly clear there, and an advertisement for some kind of dairy. I don't know what that is. Can I close the ad? I can close the ad. Look at that. Awesome. Let's see. Can I do that? Will that help at all? No, that's not going to do anything. Let's see here. I'm going to go with, let's see. We've got Ariel Red and Bearded the Comic Bro. We've got C Bizzle, Stu, Coach Vic, Daymers, Jigs, JP, Heroes for Hires, Matt, Perry is on there, Lasso is on there, Impressed, Old Wolf, and X11 Bravo. So we got everybody that we needed to add onto this wheel. Just as a reminder, yeah, you can hit the join button and get on the wheel for next month's giveaway if you would like. Let's shuffle it 3 times because we did that earlier. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're going to spin the wheel and give somebody the prize. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Who we got coming around? Is it Coach Vic or Matt? Oh, it's right on the line. Vic, congratulations, Vic. I've got your address, Vic, but I'll let you know on Instagram that you won. Congratulations, my man. I don't think he's ever won the prize. So good luck to him. Congrats to him. I will package up this stuff and send it out to you, my man, and see what else I can send. Usually what I do is I let somebody choose a trade paperback from the wall here and throw that in, or throw some fun variants in. So Coach Vic, huzzah to you, my good man. And that is it, gang. That is it for the day. I'll be in and out of chats in the YouTube sphere today. We're taking my wife out for a birthday pizza dinner tonight with her mom, and that'll be the big family evening tonight. But I'll be back streaming. Hopefully, I got a couple of friends from the D&D crew in the chat, but we should be having D&D on Sunday. I'm sorry we had to skip last Sunday, but we should be back this Sunday. And then I have Tuesday with No Good Comics. So we're rolling right back into the week next week. I don't think I'll have a Saturday show next Saturday. I don't know how much of my life you care about. My dad is having open heart surgery next week, and I'll be up at the UCLA Medical Center for his recovery a couple of days at the end of next week. I've got 2 brothers and a sister, and we'll kind of tag team covering him. His surgery is Monday. This is Pop. He's been on my channel a few times. So his surgery is Monday. My younger brother will be a couple of days. I'll do a couple of days, and then my sister and my other brother will be there a couple of days. So we'll all kind of break it up, and my stepmom will be there the whole time. So sending some love to Pop. But that means I won't have probably time next weekend. So I'm going to try to shoot 3 more videos this week so that I've got basically February videos done. So all of that stuff will be posted to the channel, and channel members will have early access and they can watch all the videos in advance if they want. Otherwise, they'll every Thursday the new videos will keep dropping. I did a Tom King video that was very successful for my channel. That video is up right now. If you want to know why people don't like Tom King, sorry, everybody loves Tom Taylor. Why people don't like Tom King, you can check out that video and have some thoughts on some of that. So next weekend probably going to be a little delayed, a little busy, but I'll still probably be able to have time for that Sunday night D&D. So thanks. I appreciate all the best wishes, gang. I appreciate that. And I know TM, thank you for sharing that video out and for commenting on it. I know that you and I share a similar thinking on Tom King. So it was nice to kind of see the chat and the discussion in the comments section about that. Thank you guys. All the love. I appreciate it for my dad. Tom King is the Tom Taylor of Tom Kings. I mean, I see where you're going with that. But that's my plan for the next week. And then I have X-Men on my channel in a week and a half. So I'll be hosting that on Tuesday, what is that, the 10th? I think Tuesday the 10th, I will have Omni X-Men with me. And your wife loves John Taylor from Duran. She is a Duran. She is a Duran girl for sure. She likes the 80s music. I am more of a 50s soul music guy. So that's how it is. But huge thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. I know it's been a rough 2026. Hopefully February we turned it around, get some positive vibes going. Her name is not Rhea, it's Rebecca, so it does have an R, but she goes by Becky. Hopefully 2026, fixes some things and works itself out, because the kinks so far, I'm not signing up for the tutorial anymore. But thank you everybody for spending time, for hanging out a little bit, and I'll see you guys all again in the chats.